Gosh, that looks dark. It's only 1:10 it's Sunday morning, or Sunday afternoon now actually. I've just finished my Sunday clean. I went over to Morrison's first thing. We did have a little bit of snow last night, but it hasn't hung around. Apparently it's supposed to snow all night, but hey ho, we'll see what happens. So Sunday morning offers. Right, first one is this, which is free on Shopmium with Morrison's only. So I think that was £1.29, so I'll get the full back on that. I've had these before, they're not that great, but if I add some real porridge to it and some milk, I could turn that into an actual palatable porridge thing. I think these are mostly supposed to go into the microwave, but I don't have one. Also got Savour strawberry yoghurt. These were 95p, are down to 28p. I got 2 of those. And slight impulse buy maybe. Savour pepperoni individual pizzas. Look at that, fantastic. These were 69p and now 21p. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 6 of those. These are going in the freezer. And these are great actually, because you could just load these up with extra toppings and you've got a pizza. I love a pepperoni pizza. On their own they're probably quite disappointing because they're Savours, but by the time I've finished messing around with them they'll be really nice. So that's the basis of 6 meals there easily. So not too bad. Made some savings. Time for lunch. It's freezing here. 9 degrees in the flat. Got my layers on. As I'm just back, so my circulation's still going. I don't feel that cold, so hopefully I can keep moving, keep going, and we've only got to get through another 4 and a bit hours and the heating will be on. Nice one. Another week begins and I'm back in the kitchen because this is the only room with any proper light in it these days. It's still cold. None of the snow materialised, thank God. I'm pretty pleased about that, and I think that the temperatures are going to climb a little bit this week, which is really nice to see. I've had a busy morning. I had a couple of Etsy sales over the weekend. So this morning I have been busy finding the things that I sold, packaging the things that I sold, and almost falling over when I see the price of the packaging, the price of the postage for the things that I've sold. It's just ridiculous. I don't know why anyone buys anything anymore. One thing is UK sold, the other is going to Canada. And it always amazes me the prices that people will pay for postage for things abroad. I don't know how anyone sends anything abroad anymore as a small business. The postage is just an absolute joke. I don't even use the post office anymore. I use Parcel to Go. But even that sometimes, because I can do international as well, but it can be a bit of a stretch. It's just so expensive. So I've done that this morning, and then after lunch, because it's getting close to lunchtime now, I'm going to go out and post those things, take them to the couriers, whatever. Back from dropping off my Etsy stuff. It's not as cold today, it's wet. No snow, no ice. I think we're on about 4 degrees all day. And I've already said about how I think the temperatures are going up. So I dropped off my Etsy stuff, and one of the drop-off points was one of those in-post things. It was up next door to Morrison, so I thought I'd pop in there and have a look. Got some discounts. Ella's Very Hungry with Caterpillar cheese and pickle butterfly pops. I'll eat kids' food. 69p. I don't know how many packs there are in there, but I imagine they're like organic crisps or something. Carrots were 49, now 36, big bag. And more yoghurt. So this was a 6-pack. So I get 2 strawberry, 2 raspberry and 2 cherry. They were 95p, now 56p. So slightly healthier desserts than usual. Better than crumpets with chocolate spread on. And that's it. I feel really out of it today. I don't really know why. I slept fine. But you get those days where the cold, you just cannot get the cold out of you. Yesterday wasn't too bad actually. I was quite warm last night. For some reason, the best way I find, if I get a really cold day where I just can't get it out of my system, the only way to deal with it is to get on the sofa, hot water bottle under my knees and have my blanket on, and after a bit I thaw out and it gets right into the core of me. There are days where it's just so cold, and when it gets right into the heart of you and you can't shake it off, it's different. It's just like, oh, my hands are a bit cold, my feet are a bit cold. But when it's right inside you, there's really nothing you can do. But as I say, I don't feel really with it today. I think it's because it's darker and I've no reason to feel tired, but I just feel lethargic. So I've done the important jobs of the day. So I think I'm just going to get on the sofa with the hot water bottle, thaw out and do some admin and stuff, because I've got some admin I can do. There's always admin to do. Just feel random today. So I'm prepping for lunch. I wasn't sure what to do for lunch today. Somebody asked if I would do more cooking things here. So today I am going to make, I haven't really thought about cooking, I've literally just thought about it now. So I'm going to make something really quick and easy, which takes no time at all, and doesn't really cost much either if you have the basic ingredients. I'm going to make flatbreads. I love bread. I really love bread. And what I like about these flatbreads is that if I do, say, a stir-fry at lunchtime, I can do them as a wrap, whack in some mayonnaise, and they make a great lunch. You can also, if you want to bake them in the oven, you can cover them in like chopped tomato, chopped tomato and cheese, and bake them in the oven, and they make almost like a, I don't know what it is, but it's so nice. I stopped eating those because I would just live on them, eat so many of them. So I'm going to do this really basic flatbread thing. It's not too messy. Doesn't require a lot of ingredients, which is the best thing of all. So what I need first of all is, this will make 2, 3, 4 wraps depending on how big you want your wraps. I'm going to probably make 2 or 3 out of this and see if I can put, say, have 1.5 today and then the other 1.5 tomorrow, because that then splits out quite a lot of ingredients and just makes meals more budget friendly. So the first thing I need is 100 grams of plain flour. £100 grams isn't a lot. So that won't cost you a lot of money. You'll also need a pinch of salt. I'm not a big fan of salt, but it does add an extra edge. You can't even see that, can you? Hang on a minute, I'm going to have to... that better? Right. Yeah, you also need 100 ml of warm water. Get that in there. Makes a nice dough. And then you need 1 tablespoon of oil. I just use my regular vegetable oil that I use for cooking. No fancy oils in this house, I'm afraid. Throw that in there like that. Give that an extra stir. You'll need extra oil for the frying. This is literally for making the actual thing. And depending on your flour and your way of doing things, you might find you need a bit more flour. I always find that I end up needing more flour than I started with. I don't know why that is. Anyway, so I need a little bit of extra flour just to, it's just a little bit too soft. Right, let's get rid of all that flour I've got everywhere. And now I'm going to mould them to shape. You can stretch them out the rolling pin. Mine is here. So I'm just going to make sure I get all that flour. They're lovely and soft. I love how they feel. I think I'm probably going to get 2 out of this, but we shall see. Because once you start rolling it out, so just give it a little knead. Take the rings off. Forgot about that. I'm going to divide this into 2. A bit of extra flour to stop it sticking, which it is now doing. And then you can just roll them out to the size that you want. And just do that gradually until you end up with the size that works for you. Make sure they don't stick. It doesn't help that I'm in quite a cold kitchen today. A lot of warmth here. These are coming out a bit smaller than I normally do. That's fine, we'll just do today's. They're so quick and easy to do that, you know, you can throw these together in no time at all if you've got the right ingredients. Okay, so that's one. What's great is that once you've cooked them, you can put them aside and then just reheat them. And because I'm going to do them as wraps, I'm pre-doing them because I'll do the lunch and then wrap them. So, put the right one on. I'll show you how this comes together, and then try and move you close so you can see what's going on. Not very organised today. Sorry about the mess. Let's put the light on. There we are, you can see that now. Right. Get that oil moving around. Put in the pan and wait. While that's doing, I'm just going to roll out the second one. depending on your type of pan and how hot your temperature is, just let those cook until it bubbles. When it bubbles, you can flip it over and it will start to move as it cooks and starts to unstick. So it's starting to go there. Yeah, extra soft, these ones. I don't force these, I just let them do as they need. You'll know when they're ready. There you are, that's now moving. So just make sure that it's properly browning before I turn it, otherwise it will just fall to bits. You could make these thinner and bigger, depends on the size of your pan. I'm just filling up the pan that I've got here at the moment. That's been cooking for a few minutes now. Stiffening up. Overdid that one. See, they break. Shocking. It's going to be a bit of a mess, this one. It's because I'm rushing it and I'm not focusing properly. Terrible. Just going to move this onto the hotter ring. I'm getting bored now. So I'm just going to get underneath this one. That's why you shouldn't pick at them really, you should do it properly. Made a bit of a dog's dinner of that one. I'll do the second one and hopefully we'll end up with something. Good bless our mess. It tastes good though. Taste the plate when it's done. Alright, let's get this one out. Nothing wasted. Whack some more oil in. A bit more oil maybe. It's hotter. Let's sling number 2 in so we can do a better job with this. See that bubbling? That's what you want it to do. See that? Reminds me of a poppadom. Lovely. That's a good one. They're so good to eat straight out the pan. You don't even have to put anything with them if you like bread. Like hot bread straight out the oven or whatever. Oh, so good. That's cooked a lot quicker. That's how I should have done it. Preheat your pan properly. Right, there you go. That's how a flatbread should look. So don't be impatient like me. Look at that, spot on. That one tastes as nice, but obviously has fallen apart and I've started to eat it. This is the one. And then when I've done my stir fry, I'll put it in, roll it up, put some garlic mayo in it. Lunch is done. So I'll show you that in a bit as well. Cooked already. Perfect. Can't believe how fast the weeks are going. I'm doing most of my stuff at the moment for here when I'm doing other things because the days are flying. 3 weeks today, it's going to be Christmas Day. Unbelievable. So I'm doing the washing up. It's still Monday. Monday evening, yeah, I'm doing the washing up. I have so much to do. I have a commission to do before I go home for Christmas. Yeah, and I just don't feel like I've got that much time to get things done. Oh man, where does it go? Last month it was like, yeah, I've got ages and ages to sort stuff, and I've still got a small list of presents to buy. One of which I need to order off of eBay, so I need to get cracking on that. And there's some other things that I need to organise as well. Yeah, it's just those last few weeks of the year really race by. And one of the things that takes up the time now is this channel, actually. I've ended up having a lot of stuff that I want to talk about, a lot of things I want to do, and trying to squish them all in without just putting them back to back and making really, really long video entries. So I'm trying to divide things up, but that now means that in order for things to make sense time-wise, I'm posting up a video almost every single day now, which is crazy, and also means there's a lot of editing. I mean, if YouTube was a paying job, I wouldn't have to worry about money because it's taking up so much time now. So there are a few more things that I really need to record for this year that are time sensitive, and then once I get home for the Christmas break and I will be away for a couple of weeks, I will definitely do less because I won't have as many opportunities to record anything, and there won't be as much to talk about anyway. There'll be a lot of reminiscing over the year, I think. But yeah, there's a few more. I've got quite a few videos already preloaded, ready to go live. I always try and make sure that there's a few things so that I don't feel like I'm under any kind of time pressure. But this channel has grown so much over the last few months. You know, like, I think in August I had less than 100 subscribers, and now, well, as of when I'm recording this anyway, it's 525. And with that, of course, comes a lot of the admin that goes with that, because of course I hold all my comments back, so I need to check stuff. And maybe I just need to stop recording as many videos that people want to comment on. Because some people are like, well, why are you holding back the comments? Just let everything go through. But I don't feel comfortable doing that with some of the weird stuff that people try and post up. And it just clutters it up and makes it not fun for other people when there are people picking fights and all that sort of thing. So, you know, I know some people don't like that. They don't like that I hold comments back. Then you probably should go and find another channel. What can I say? Anyway, so I'm washing up. I need to look at some admin stuff. I need to get on with some proper work tomorrow. I've got to do that dress commission. Won't take long once I get stuck in, but it's just getting started and fitting it in around everything else that I have to do as well. So, end of the day, I think, no more recording. I think this will probably tie up this particular video entry. It's so much editing, there's so much to do. I think you've got enough in this one to be going on with. There's a lot of other stuff already preloaded, which I think you'll enjoy. And I'm just going to stick to the one or two things that I really need to do before the end of the year. I have my year anniversary coming up fairly soon, and I want to do something specific on that. And then it'll be whatever else comes after that. But I'm I'm juggling videos all over the place at the moment. So yeah, Monday evening. It's not too cold. Temperatures are up a little bit. Getting used to the heating routine now. So the boiler, the temperature set at 15 is just doing fine, and I'm settling into the routine of getting used to it now. It's just managing during the day, but I mean, it wouldn't be practical to have the heating on all day, every day anyway. And there are days when I'm not here anyway, so we're settling down nicely. And now that the temperature's gone up a few degrees, it makes all the difference. So hopefully we've come through that cold spell now, and things will get just a little bit easier, at least until January. Oof.